Tuloy natin. Ha? I will not use up the entire hour. It's because I want to see how effective itong bagong activity natin na notes taking. Okay, so ang mangyayari dito, pagkatapos ng aking lecture ngayong araw na to, I expect na kasi nagno-notes kayo habang nagkaklase tayo. Ngunit hindi kayo handa ngayon, so I'll give you tomorrow, well, this week, not tomorrow, kasi linggo nga pala ngayon, to complete your notes, and then I'll require to submit a screenshot of your notes regularly. Okay. I hope you write your own notes and not ask your boyfriend or yung kapatid nyo walang ginagawa dyan, baka yan ang pasulat nyo. I expect the notes to have consistent handwriting. So, kung papagawa nyo sa kapatid nyo, siguraduhin yung nandoon siya lagi para gawin yung notes nyo. Ha? Now, I'm just joking about trying to evade this requirement. Because like I told you, the reason why we're doing this is for you to be able to gain technical proficiency in short of my giving you exams all the time to check if you really studied. The best other thing is to make sure that you are actively reading. And you will read because you'll have to write down the provision of the law, and then you have to take down some notes siguro from De Leon and notes from my lecture. And hopefully by writing it down physically, the mechanical act of writing will allow you to remember it. Better than cut and paste. Cut and paste, wala kayong maalala dyan. Unless you do it professionally like I do. I cut and paste documents, legal documents, but I remember what I'm doing because I'm a professional. Okay? So, balik tayo doon sa kwan. Ganda ng tanong natin. Promise to marry. Is that a binding contract? Miss Landicho, nandito ka na ba? Nakita kita kanina nung nag-log in.
Yes po, sir.
Oh, narinig mo yung kwentuhan namin. You're engaged, but the person who engaged with you broke off the engagement. Is that enforceable contract? I'm not asking you a legal answer. Wala ka bang camera, Miss Landicho? I've seen your presentations, but it's hard for me to connect your names to the presentation because wala namang pangalan nyo doon sa video mismo, di ba? Wala kang camera, Miss Landicho?
Wait lang po, sir. Nag-open pa po.
Nagbibihis ka pa. Ayan. O, si Miss Landicho. Ano? Yung fiancé mo, hindi tinuloy yung kasal. Is that an enforceable contract, the promise to marry? Giving you an engagement ring and then nag-photoshoot na kayo, nagpunta na kayo sa Taal Volcano, tapos doon kayo nagkuha ng picture, bumubula-bula pa yung vulkan, muntik na kayo masunog doon para lang meron kayong prenup. Prenuptial pictures. Diba yan ang uso ngayon? Nakakita ka lang gano'n, Miss Landicho?
Yes po.
When I was in Bali, marami nagaganon. They already have their photographers. Usually mga Chinese. Ang yayaman pala ng mga Chinese na may dala silang sariling cameraman, may drone. Sa Bali kasi, you cannot use your drone. You cannot bring out your cameras on the tourist spots unless you sign an agreement and pay a fee. Kasi pinakakitaan yan eh. Ang gaganda ng mga views sa Bali, tapos pagkakitaan ng mga nagpo-prenup photography. Ano? Palagay mo? Is that an enforceable contract? Can you sue your fiancé for breaking off his promise to marry? I'm not asking if you studied the law, Miss Landicho, I'm just asking your common sense. Anong tingin mo? Pwede mo bang sabihin mo, Ani naman, pakasalan mo na ako. Pwede bang gano'n?
Sir, pwede pong paulit po ng tanong. Paputol-putol po kasi sa akin.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so gano'n, meron kayong promise to marry engagement. Nag-prenup photography na kayo, pumili na kayo ng cake, pumili na kayo ng venue ng kasal nyo, reception, nangumpisal na kayo sa pare. The last minute, bago kayo kasal, hindi na tuloy yung inyong engagement, nag-break off yung inyong fiancé. Can you sue him?
Para po sa akin, sir, opo.
Anong gusto mong mangyari sa kanya? Specific performance o damages, Miss Landicho?
Sa may damages na lang po.
Ayaw mo na ng specific performance?
Opo.
Bakit naman ayaw mo ng specific performance?
Kasi po, kung umayaw na po siya, wala na po akong magagawa, sir.
Kung ayaw niya, bahala siya, di ba?
Opo.
Marami namang ibang may gusto sa akin. Okay.
Yes po.
Galing ni Miss Landicha, tama yan. Well, strictly speaking, you cannot, except if gumastos ka na. Okay, so relying on the promise to marry, if one or both parties already spent money, yun, syempre prenup pictures hindi yan libre. Package deal yan. Yung cake, hindi yan libre. You pay for the cake in advance kasi gagawin pa nila yan. I-orderin nila ilang dosenang itlog ang kailangan dyan sa wedding cake. Diba? So, kung gumastos ka na, you can sue for damages not because of the contract to marry. Contract to marry, promise to marry, contract to marry, not because of that, but because of misrepresentation. An ordinary obligation. A promise to marry can never be a contract because the act of marriage should be voluntary, hindi compelled. You cannot be compelled to marry because of another contract that compels you to marry because you have a contract to marry. Hindi pwede yan. The contract of marriage is a contract which is voluntarily entered into with full consent. So, hindi pwedeng pinilit ka. Di ba? Please remember that, pag kayo ay mayroon ng syota. O kung may syota na kayo ngayon, ingat kayo. Okay? Yung MU. Ninyo Talanay. Alam mo yung MU?
Opo, sir.
Ano yun? Hindi yung shota di ba? I'm sorry, I never went through those things When I saw my wife, and we were not yet boyfriend and girlfriend, I already jumped on her. Dinagyan ko na siya ng kadena. Kaya hindi ko alam yung MU na yan. Ano yung MU? Hindi naman sila mag-shota, di ba?
Opo.
Hindi pa naman, ano? So, wala talagang agreement dyan, di ba? Walang obligasyon. Ano lang obligasyon dyan, ninyo, palagay mo? Exclusive ba yung kanya? Yung MU na yan, exclusive ba yan? Mr. Talanay, naputol ka? Ito talaga mahirap sa... This is what I was telling Dean Tana. Mahirap talaga itong online. Okay. Miss Ulang. Alam mo yung MU?
Yes po, sir.
Anong obligasyon dyan sa MU, palagay mo? Wala ka
Po,
ba?
sir.
Hello.
Mr. Talaya, teka na, you're having technical problems. So, si Miss Ulang muna.
Feel ko, sir, yung ano lang po nila, yung nararamdaman, yung feelings lang po.
Hindi, yung halimbawa, may MU kayong dalawa, halimbawa, ng isang tao, pwede ka ba makipagkita sa iba? Yung ba? Ano ba yung sabihin nun sa MU?
Pwede po makipagkita kasi mutual understanding lang naman po yung MU.
So, definitely it's not a contract. Diba? Because a contract, like I told you, is definite. Diba? Hindi pwede yung, sige, meron tayong kontrata. Baka may kontrata rin ako sa iba. Diba? Hindi pwedeng ganon. So, yung MU, definitely hindi ang contract. halimbawa, Miss Ulang, Meron itong tao, lalaki, siya ay head ng mga preso sa Pilipinas. Tapos nakipagkontrata siya doon sa mga nakapihit, naka-imprison doon sa Bilibid para pumatay ng tao. Kumuha siya ng contract killer. Anong klaseng contract yan, Miss Ulang, palagay mo? Mr. Kwan, ano ba yung tinawag ko kanina? Mr. Talanay, ikaw susunod dito. Pag-isipan mo na. Yung contract killer, yung head ng prisons, naghanap siya ng mga preso na may kilalang mamamatay tao. Binayaran niya raw 300,000. Ano ba yung halaga na yon? Kababayan ko pa naman, taga Cordilleras rin. Binigyan pa yun ng award sa Baguio. Anong matatawag natin doon sa kontrata na yan, sa contract killer?
Sir, hindi po siya good contract.
Yeah, it's an invalid contract because it is for an illegal consideration. Remember, pinag-usapan natin kanina? The parties can contract with anything under the sun and on the moon and all the constellations of the earth, on the stars, except those which are contrary to law. And definitely, a contract to kill somebody else is contrary to law. Is it enforceable, Mr. Talanay? It is not a contract. It may just be an obligation. Is it enforceable?
Alin po ulit, sir?
Contract to kill.
Hindi po, sir. Hindi po enforceable. Tingin ko lang.
Kung ikaw yung contract killer at hindi mo ginawa, hindi ka ba papapatay rin? Diba? It's enforceable. Sa usapang kanto. Usapang kanto, pag ikaw ay sinabi papatay ka na tao, binigyan ka ng pera, kailangan gawin mo yun o hindi papapatay ka. Ganon ang batas ng kanto, di ba? Batas sa kanto. It is not legally enforceable, but definitely it is a predicament for the person who does not comply with it. I'll tell you this. I handled contract killers. Very difficult cases. Contract to kill somebody failed. And so the person who paid a lot of money to get the person killed wanted her, I'm already betraying the gender of the person who contracted the killer, wanted to get her money back. Is it enforceable? No, it's not enforceable legally, but what she did is she looked for a PNP colonel who would look for the contract killer and get her money back, and that he did. Nabalitaan ko na lang. So, contract killers, contract to sell or buy shabu, very difficult things, totally illegal. Are they enforceable? They're enforceable on the street level. So please never involve yourself with it. Kasi may gambling contracts. Diba? Pustahan kayo sa bilyar. Can you go to court the next day kasi hindi nagbayad yung natalo? Unless your contract was only, halimbawa, kukon siya yung yung dadaan sa ilalim ng hita mo sa basketball, di ba? Pag talo kayo, lahat dadaan sa ilalim ng hita ng mga nanalo. Unless ganun lang, okay lang yon. But if you gamble for money or property, mahirap yon. It's not enforceable, but kung mahirap yung kausap mo, like tigasin sila, patay ka. So today being Sunday, I will ask you to move on to the next subject matter, which is Articles 1311 all the way to 1318. 1318 we will spend some time because 1318 is really the essence of what is a contract. Alam niyo itong 1318, pag pag-aaralan mo talaga to, you could write a dissertation for your doctorate in law on any of these three topics, because that's how convoluted, that's how meaningful, that's how important these three topics are in 1318. What are the essential elements of a contract? Pinagdedebatehan yan, ang daming kaso niyan, lalo na sa United States where contract law is very thriving. In the United States, there are lawyers who focus only on contracts. And even those who focus on contracts, subspecialize pa. Tulad ng sinabi ko example sa inyo doon sa pamangkin ko. You have to be a specialist in internet law, you're specialist in applications, computer applications, at daming specializations yan. So it's quite interesting. But all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, are the three elements of contract. So we'll get to that, okay? If you look at your calendar, we have to have final exams by December 2. So I think we have more than enough time to tackle all of this, because if you follow me, we will focus only on the most important things. So I want you to reflect the things that we discussed. Well, we didn't discuss because I'm the only one speaking, in your handwritten notes. So start making your handwritten notes this week. Cover innovation in the topic today. Then for the next topic will take up forms of contract, elements of contract. You start doing your notes at the time that we're holding classes. Pero hindi na kayo mahasal, libre linggo nyo. Sa linggo, ang gagawin nyo na lang, mag-screenshot kayo, magta-transmit kayo sa akin via Drive, di ba? I will not read your notes. So, pwede nyo punuin nyo na kabalastugan. Mag-drawing kayo dyan ng Batman at Robin, nagsusuntukan. Bahala kayo. It's up to you. You can do that and fool yourselves. But if I were you, I'd take down good notes. If you notice my presentation, copious notes. You should take copious notes so that it will serve as your study guide, not only for the final exams, but for when you take the board exams. So that if you have your handwritten notes and you remember writing them, everything that you wrote about will come back to your mind. Ang review nyo napakadali. I assure you. Whereas if you just highlight and highlighter kayo ng highlighter, ay highlight nyo yung buong civil code, hindi nyo maalala yan. Take my word for it. I had classmates in law school. Mag-highlight sila yung buong libro. Sinabi ko, ba't pa kayo nag-highlight? Lahat naman kami nagbabasa ng libro na yan. So, highlighting does not, copy-pasting, it will not help you. Relying on electronic will not help you. Kung brown out ng board exams nyo sa when you take it, patay kayo, di ba? Kung walang internet. But if you have handwritten notes, and your handwritten notes are based on the lectures that I give, you have a good chance. Nakalamang kayo sa mga classmates yung nagde-depend sa highlighting at saka electronic notes. Okay, so, you will be graded for that, only for compliance, not for what you write. Compliance. In other words, you give me a screenshot of something you took notes, which is different from the one you did last time. It will be different because it will be a different article again, another provision of the law. Okay? Kaya usapan natin, ha? I'm trying to make studying this course easier, more understandable, but still enable you, my friends, to pass the board exams and to be able to practice in a manner that reflects very well not only on yourselves, but on our beloved university. Okay? So, have a nice Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the day. I hope this lecture was helpful. I hope you are all well. Nabuisit ako kahapon dahil dyan sa, there was Carmageddon. Alam niyo yung term na Carmageddon? I'll write it down. Oops. Carmageddon kahapon. I went out of town. It started raining very hard. So I understood that the traffic was bad because it was raining very hard. When we got back, it was sunny, it was already dark. My God, we could not move. There were not hundreds, thousands of vehicles on our route. A route which usually is closed on a Saturday. Yung pala, nabasa ko sa Facebook ngayon, my friends from all over the NCR were telling me they also experienced terrible traffic wherever they were in the NCR. Armageddon, terrible. Pagod na pagod ako pagdating sa bahay. I only reviewed for this class 2 hours before this session because I was just really tired. Okay, so but otherwise, have a nice day. So I'll stop presenting now.
Sir, picture po muna.
Ayaw nga pala, picture tayo. Lagi pa lang hinahanap yun ni Dean.
Open cam na po.
Hindi pa pala ako nasisweldohan mula last year.
Smile po. Wait lang po, isa pa po. Smile po.
Pag matanggap ko yung bayad ko, magpapa na ako. Ice cream.
Ay na po, thank you.
Okay, good day.
Thank you po.
That's po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.